Oh boy. We're finished. It's so loud. Finished a fight? We didn't finish the what? Is it glitching? Like, I killed all those guys. Girls look at you with interest. Not bad we've been able to fight them ourselves. What happened here? A crazy girl brought us here to check out the abandoned classrooms and then she locked us in. Then these undead started coming out, but we, unlike some people, know better than to go around yelling. And they didn't notice us. I think we need to have a serious talk with that girl upstairs. We do too. Did you steal the wand? The wand? Oh, of course something interesting happens while we're stuck down here. So someone finally nabbed Cornelius's wand. Yeah, somebody nabbed it. We've been here since this morning. There's literally no way we could have taken it. Makes sense. That's one less suspect for us. Guess so. We're totally fine. We're just going to catch our breath and head back upstairs. Don't hang around here. There might be more of those things. Alright then, don't hang around here too long. I need to get back to searching for the wand. Okay. The game glitched out and has those enemies still there. It's hilarious. I can't go past them. Okay. Is this the girl that locked him in? The girl's sitting in the same spot, slowly rocking back and forth. Tell me what happened. The girl instantly burst into tears. I just wanted to feed my friends. Feed? Friends? Did I hear that right? She wanted to feed the other girls to those creatures? I found them in an abandoned dormitory and they didn't do anything bad to me. I just wanted to do something to help them. Help. Wait, hold on. These definitely aren't the characters we should be helping right now. Did you use Cornelius's wand to raise the dead? What wand? What are you talking about? Cornelius's wand. The girl looks at you in confusion. Another bad student who doesn't even know anything about her own school. Never mind. Seems like she's not our client. Let's keep looking. I think the girl will be fine. Where are you going and what happened to the girls downstairs? They're alive and really angry. If I were you, I would hide. The girl doesn't answer. Okay. Well, that's that. So that's all 3 dormitories. What should I do? Turns out my neighbor was a writer. Your neighbor? The one who lent you the sledgehammer and all that? No, not that neighbor. The one who lived on the first floor. I never actually met him. What made you remember him? Did he invite you over? No, I got a call from the police. They said something happened to him and they want to ask me some questions about it. Oh well, hopefully it's just a formality and nothing serious happened. I hope so. One of the characters stole the wand before we could, but who? The shady teacher? We have to fight him first. Maybe we should check the 2nd floor. The runaway student, the undead in the walls. Alright, more clues. Gosh, the prompts. The prompts are so bad. Hey, how's it going? Have you found out anything yet? I found out about the undead in the walls. Oh yeah, did you learn anything? They really do exist. This one girl made friends with them and she tried to feed them to some of the other girls. What? That was my reaction too. What am I supposed to do about that? I thought people might have been exposed to ammonia gas. I'll tell the headmasters about the girl and the undead. I'm sure they'll be interested to hear about that. Thanks, at least we have one suspect less now. Did you find out anything else? What are you doing here anyways? I'm waiting for a lecture to start. Today they're going to talk about intersecting sign coordinates. I see. How's the search going? I guess we need to go upstairs now. Let's see, I think this is the room. He checks the papers he's holding one more time, then goes into the classroom. Pardon me, are you here for the lecture too? Oh, it's you. You're the janitor, right? Have a seat if you'd like. We've just started. Huh? Angry! What's up? How's it going? Thank you for the resubscribe. 19 months. We're going to listen to the lecture. Let's continue. Where did we leave off? You said that there's huge potential inside us, and we need to realize that potential by becoming programmers. And I argued that there's no way for you to know what kind of potential is inside of us. Right, and you said it's like the Cornelius paradox. I'm not familiar with the concept.
I'm always angry.
Good evening, Bookwalker, Baker Walker. Good evening. Cornelius is one, the one that was stolen today. It's charged with, hey, let me explain. I was the one talking to the teacher in the first place. Don't interrupt me. Please, I'm willing to listen to both of you, but since the young lady already started, let her continue. The wand is charged with a spell, but no one knows what spell it is. Maybe it heals every illness, or makes everyone immortal, or kills everyone. The wand is incredibly powerful, but also entirely useless at the same time, since no one dares try it out to see what magic is held inside it. That's the Cornelius paradox. That may be relevant to our topic today too, but if I was in your position, I would be more optimistic. If one of you turns out to be charged with a spell, that's not quite as useful as the other spells. Many doors will still be open for that person in the outside world. Programming is a new language that we'll all be speaking soon, and those who don't know it will feel like outsiders in society. That's nothing new for us. A few other students chime in agreeing with him. I understand, but it's one thing to be an outsider and have the ability to rely on your magic. It's another thing to find yourself in a world you don't understand at all and have to face it alone. To this end, he opens the folder in front of him, we're planning to start holding elective classes at your school that will help you transition into this world. However, if I understand the laws here correctly, this will need to be approved by both your current and former headmaster. Then I wouldn't count on it happening. Our last headmaster doesn't really respect this technology of yours. Yes, I've met with him. The new city administration plans to reduce the power held by School of Magic headmasters, so I don't think he'll be a problem. Well, that's all I have for you right now. I'll see you soon in our first transitionary classes. Sorry, pure Angie. Just to hydrate. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Ooh, candle. Okay. The teacher's stupid and so is this lecture. Not so sure about this programming thing. Gosh dang, dude. Ooh, apple and candy. Candy. This is a student I can't interact with. Storage room. What are you drinking today, Angry? The teacher thumbs through his folder of documents. You again. Did you enjoy the lecture? I didn't listen. I did listen. All I can choose are those. Someone who hates wizards shows up at the school and the wand went missing the very same day. Pretty suspicious. Hold on, just 1 second. First things first. Why should I have to explain myself to the janitor anyways? The headmaster put me personally in charge of the search. Is that so? And why do you think I hate wizards? You're not a wizard. Everyone who's not a wizard hates wizards. For your information, my grandfather was a wizard. He studied here and was in the Imperial Guild. But my family's magical heritage stopped there. My father didn't inherit any abilities. And that's why you hate wizards and want to ruin their lives. Not at all. In fact, that's the reason why I decided to do something far more important and study programming. You recognize that you have 8 Assassin's Creed games and bought none of them. And you got Mountain Dew for today. I have a bunch as well. I did buy the first 3, and then that's when I got burned out on the game. I'll be watching you. I need the key to the storage room. Odd that janitor doesn't have his own keys. He reaches in the endlessly deep pockets of his jacket and searches around, then finally hands you a brass key. Here you go. They gave it to me today. Thanks. Okay. Turn the key in the lock and the door opens. Mountain Dew. Am I supposed to be lighting candles? Bottle. Parts. That's it? That's all that's in here. A candle that I can't light that's currently lit. And a few items. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is chapter 3, aka book 3. That we're in the 3rd book. First book was a tutorial, basically. The second book was the Thor's Hammer one, and this is the 3rd one. Seems a lot bigger than the other ones. Let's see, I didn't go in this room. Classroom. Excuse me, the teacher peers at your ID badge. No one called for the janitor. The students turn to look at you, giggling. You sit down in the nearest empty desk. The lecturer stares at you in the eye, trying to figure out what you're up to. Keep your face blank. You spend a few minutes under the teacher's stern eye, but eventually she looks away. Yeah, this is like Hogwarts. Fine, let's continue. Except there's only 3 schools, I think, or 3, whatever they call them in Hogwarts. Is it schools? 3 houses. Now, time to check your homework, Myrish. Yes. List the great wizards of the Bronze Era: Dori Mori, Rebus Nemus, Chetus Metis. Excellently. Fortunately, the popularity of those names passed along with the Bronze Era itself. What is meant by the Bronze Era? The period after the first signs came to fruition, the 1st through 7th generation of wizards. The period when wizards had immense power but only knew a handful of spells that they deciphered from the wall. Very good. Sit down. And the most significant events of those years, Rihanna, the creation of the Great Canal, 40-kilometer wide river canal that separates the left and right sides of New Riverland. Dori Mori created it with splitting magic, which sign is now shattered. At these words, everyone in the classroom, including the teacher, nods their head briefly and respectfully. Sit down. Next, we have the Silver Era, or the Knights of Bright Lights, Leonard. That's when wizards attempted to seize power. First was Royal III. Then there was the second attempt by Volux IV, who was successful and stayed in the power for 3 years. A light-haired boy recites these words quickly, almost automatically. And you can also tell us about the Golden Era, please. That was the period when relations between wizards and ordinary people started to be regulated, when magic clinics, Baratus's combat magic institutes, and other magic institutions, including our school, were built. Good, I'm glad I didn't need to pull the answers out of you word for word this time. That's all for today. Are we going to sit here all day? Okay, I'll move on. Oh, the teacher's gone. Everyone's gone this time. Ooh. I can make pliers. Let's extract. Definitely need to make a bottle of ink. Did I make 2 bottles? BRB. Let's see. Teacher's desk. The drawers of the teacher's desk catch your eye. You pull on it, but it's locked. Now what? Stealing from teachers? Why not? If the drawer's closed, there must be something useful in there. Yeah, probably students' homework or something. The lockpick won't be any use. So if I can get my crowbar built, I can try to bust open into that. Door is locked. So we gotta come back to this classroom, possibly. Possibly. Briefcase has to be here for a reason. Old habits die hard, huh? Decided to steal the headmaster's papers? Call it writer's intuition. There's something important inside. Not every prop is a Chekhov's gun. You try to force the briefcase open with your bare hands, but it makes a traitorous creaking sound. Shh, do you want the headmaster to hear you? Ooh. That's it? There's so many candles here. I don't have anything to light this with. Ooh, papers. How many crowbar parts do I have now? Oh, I can make a crowbar. We can go right back there. The old headmaster is digging through papers on his desk and doesn't pay any attention to you. Did you steal the wand? Nonsense. Why would I do such a thing? You didn't want the wand to be sold, and you decided that that was the best way to protect it. Sighs. Look out there. He points to the window. You see a densely populated city full of tall buildings that almost block out the sky. High up in the sky above, you can just barely make out lines that look like symbols. So those are the signs? Yes, and they're written there for us. Not for them. Huge letters in the sky that shine for us. But now, he clenches his fist, they're trying to bring us down to the level of ordinary humans, to their level. Doesn't matter if it's the wand or the books or even our quill pens. I don't want to give them anything, because we were made for great things, and they were not. This is our world. This was our world. The headmaster turns away from you and continues digging through the papers on his desk. The old man laughs into his beard. What are your nerves giving out? Just don't tell him about that student. Definitely doesn't need to know you're giving teenagers drinks. I don't even remember. We did this last time. Yeah, you know, I just need a little something. I don't have anything here, but I do have a secret stash for a rainy day. The old headmaster opens his desk drawer and starts looking for something. Here you go. I'm not supposed to be drinking nowadays anyway. He hands you the key. Thanks. So this opens the wine cellar? There's no wine cellar in the school. The key opens the door to the basement. There's a lamp on the wall that you can pull to open my secret hiding place. Didn't I already go there? Isn't that in the library? What do you know about the undead in the walls? It's an old school legend. They're just made up. For made up creatures, there's been a lot of talk about them lately. I also fought them. Well, you know, at certain times, rumors start flying. Pay them no mind. The headmaster turns away from you and continues digging through the papers on his desk. How about the ones that I fought and they were actually, you know, undead? I don't know what this key is for. And I don't know who we're getting a drink for. So one of the kids in one of the dorms? Oh, I need to make right here. Let's make a crowbar. Is it to this? Nope. Well, you insert the crowbar. It's a creaking sound, but the drawer doesn't budge. The drawer creaks and a thin crack appears, and then part of the drawer flies off with a crash. Well, you really smashed it up. Just imagine what kind of treasure we'll find inside. Papers and a damp book. Oh, I just got stuff that's worth ink. Nice. I have 3 ink bottles. Small key that opens the storage room, opens the basement door. Frick, I don't remember where these are. A hunched man in a teacher's uniform stands motionless by the door, whispering something incomprehensible. 1 extinguished, 2 extinguished, 3 extinguished, 4 extinguished, 5. 1 extinguished, 2, 3. Are you alright? Just be careful. As soon as you touch the man's shoulder, he pushes you away and quickly hides behind the door. How rude. You hear the locks closing on the other side. First one click, second, third, fourth, and a fifth. With each click, the emblems depicting candles on your side of the door turn. With each click, the emblems depicting candles. The door looks more like a work of art with interwoven metal strips on it. In the middle of the door, you see 5 emblems depicting candles. They're upside down. It's locked. Do we need to deal with them right now? Well, he might be in trouble, and you did say you wanted to help everyone here. Could he possibly have the wand? I haven't found that in the text yet, so we should check. On the spot where the teacher is standing, you find small gold-plated lighter. It's beautiful. You should take it. It might come in handy. Okay, so now we're going to light the candles to open the lock. Oh, I already clicked on that. 5 candles? I don't know if I've even found 5 candles. Look, the candle looks like the ones we saw on this strange teacher's door. Should we try and light it? Light it with the lighter. You flick the lighter and the candle starts burning with a green flame. Press it. Let's go look at the door and see if anything's changed. I don't think I've seen 5 yet. Yep. The door is still locked. Now it's Angry's turn. Why did that not spin? What is happening? Why is it just sitting there? I'll force it to spin then. That was weird. What's your favorite? It's everybody's favorite. Ads. Everyone loves ads. Don't act like you don't love ads. Because you do. You love all the ads. Alright, we gotta fight all the candles. That's 2. There is 1 here. There might have been 1 in his storage room. I haven't found a 5th one. Oh, hello. That was unexpected. Bottle of wine. Oh, a bottle of wine. I'll hang on to that. I was wondering, could you avoid spending money on food in the real world since you can eat and drink in a book? Like I said before, everything I take out of books doesn't last, I remember, but you'd be taking the food out of the book inside you. Still works the same way. It just dissolve inside of me, which doesn't feel particularly pleasant, by the way. So you've tried? Only with alcohol. Okay. Did you watch this whole stream of mine, Angry's? The previous one? Because I don't remember a kid that wanted alcohol. There's got to be a last candle in here. Yeah, it's right here. We fell asleep at the end. Table, chalk, and an apple. Hello. The wizard glances up at you quickly. Are you a teacher here? I teach the first years the sign alphabet, and I conduct my own research in my free time. What's that you have there? You point at the strange device on his desk. It's just an ordinary astral linograph. We use them to decipher the signs. Are you trying to discover new signs since the old ones are being shattered? It's more like I'm trying to combine them. Combine them? You see, signs are on the barrier, and I insist it be called a barrier, not a wall, because the primary function of these structures is protecting the world inside from the destructive force outside. Some kind of creature or being is trying to break down the barrier of symbols and supposedly bring an end to all life itself inside. All 9 planets will perish, including our own. Well, I guess this is a different world. So I believe that all the symbols on the barrier are a kind of a message, and it may be an answer to how we can stop the destruction. Our goal is to decipher this message, not just use its power letter by letter, as we are used to doing. And you're the first one who realized that the letters on the wall, barrier, that the letters on the barrier might form words. No, there's also Cornelius, but I think most wizards are too busy studying what the symbols can give us right now, in the moment. Long-term effects and tasks have always just been passed off to the next generation. Did you say Cornelius? It just so happens I'm looking for Cornelius's wand. Have you heard about his disappearance? Yes, Cornelius was the last wizard I can remember who was interested in the meaning behind the symbols, but I was never able to find his work, and his wand itself has no inherent value. It's a paradox. Yes, I've learned of the paradox. And what have you managed to find out? Firstly, that the radius of the barrier available to us is not all that big. We only see a small portion of the symbols. The sun alone blocks half our field of vision. All the symbols beyond -1 degree can't be viewed without going blind. It's possible that the creators of the barrier were expecting all 9 planets to work together to decipher the message, but despite all these difficulties, I've been able to decipher 2 words. Wow. Property of. Is that all? Yes. Property of. Property of who? He shrugs. I remember the first room of this chapter. Is that what you're typing there? Let me go back to the dorms. Actually, this door is going to be open. Let's go to this room. Secretive teacher. The man is on his knees amidst scattered papers covered in different variations of the same symbol. That's the healing magic symbol. I knew right away that you were from the Inquisition. Do with me what you will. I no longer care. I tried everything. He sits down heavily on the floor and starts slowly balling up sheets of paper with scribbled writing all over them. I tried shifting the coordinates of the symbol by the lowest possible degree. That's 3 years in wizard jail. He picks up a new piece of paper. I tried using regeneration magic on the symbol. That was stupid, I admit. I have no idea what I hoped would happen. He balls up the new paper. That's 1 year of community service. I even tried to buy a wand with the healing spell inside it. We can't find them anymore. That's 2 years of hard labor. The man raises his eyes to you, and you see that his face is literally covered in strange, painful-looking cracks. I never saw diseases like that in all my years of practice. So you were a doctor? I believe so. The man notices your janitor ID badge and freezes. Wait a minute. You're not from the Inquisition? Time to clean up, sir. No. Then just who are you? Your daughter is worried about you. She asked me to check on you and see how you were. And judging by all this, you're not great. Yes, you're right. Out of all the symbols out there, the one that was keeping me alive was shattered. Do you need help? Let's go to the top. Wizard looks at you in surprise. What? Cornelius' wand? Why would I steal that? I don't know. Maybe it would help you? What if there's healing magic being held inside it? Even if there was, one spell would only last me a week. Then the sickness would come back. I finally found this chapter in the text. He has nothing to do with the wand. He's a made wizard who dies at the end of the book. Good timing. Do you need help? There's no use. He clenches his teeth and convulsions pass through his body. What should I tell your daughter? It's best if she doesn't see me like this. Tell her I left the school and nothing else. What's wrong with you? This is a process that affects a rare type of wizard. They call us made wizards, since we were born with particles of magic in our blood. We obtain that blood through artificial means, and now my body's rejecting that blood and there's nothing that can suppress the reaction. Can't you just drain the magic blood back? It's been inside me for 37 years. I can't get rid of it that easily. My whole body's infused with magic, and now I'm going to pay for that. Are you sure? It won't be easy, even with ink. I want to try. The wizard sits down on the floor, eyes closed. You slowly approach him and sit down next to him. I'm not sure anything useful will happen. With these shackles on me, I can't. The drop of your blood falls onto the wizard's hand. What the? Don't move, let me finish. I can't go on, I'm sorry. I understand. That was useless. Useless! Useless! Okay. Don't know what that was all about. Classroom. So let's go see who wanted to get drunk. Hey, how's it going? Have you found anything yet? The teacher didn't do it. Oh, you found him? What was wrong with him? He was sick, but he didn't touch the wand. He sighs in relief. Glad to hear it. That's one less suspect, right? Did you find out anything else? I think you're the thief because you're way too into this right now. Did this guy want alcohol? Nope. So So I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing now. Oh, maybe it was this one because they're in the Slytherin. The Shady. Did you get the bottle? Yeah, here you go. Took you long enough. Are you going to take it or am I leaving? Yeah, I'll take it. What was it you wanted? The painting? Go on, it's ugly art anyway. Oh yeah, we wanted this painting. Thanks, careful with that wine. I forgot we wanted this painting. Whose daughter? I don't remember talking to anyone about a secretive wizard. Oh, it was her. It was this lady down here, I think. Never went in here. Oh, there's two different ways to get alcohol for that student. These students named some. These are students named. Some are crossed out. Okay. Well, let's see. She's the one I think we're talking to. Did you find out what's wrong with my father? What do you know about made wizards? They're the dumbest people imaginable. Why are you asking? You should live with what you're given. Why mess with magic if it's not meant for you? I don't understand those people. Did you find out what's wrong with my father? I found him, but it's better for you not to see him. Why? What's wrong with him? He has some serious health problems. We'll leave it at that. I'll decide for myself if I want to see him or not. Where is he? The door with the candle emblems on it. He's in there. I thought I was supposed to tell her that he's gone. That's not how that was supposed to go down. Okay. Okay. That's it? That didn't even give me a choice to tell her that he was gone, which is what he wanted me to do. This game is weird because it gives you choices, but not always. What? Where is she? Whatever. Let's deal with this painting now. The portrait slides right into place. Hey, secret room. Goodbye. You suddenly stop dead in your track. Oh gosh, there's undead. Undead. They haven't noticed this yet. Call out to the undead or walk away. Yes, angry. It's Leviosa, not Leviosa. Okay, this restores 100 ink. But I don't know how much ink I have. So do I drink it now or do I wait till I'm even lower? Oh, now I have to fight them. So I don't even have 30 ink to stun them all. I did forget. I was worried about the right spell or the wrong spell. So should I just keep stunning them? I don't know if this is the right way to do it. That's a lot of ink I just used. Oh, you even missed. Heal all? No. I didn't know you could do that. Stupid. Ouch. Yeah, give him the boot. Heck yeah. Trash, chalk, coins. Chest, coins, ring. Wait. Exit to the hall, or... There's nothing in here. What the f... Ooh. Ooh, where do I go? Okay. Well, that was all fun. Thought that went somewhere else, but apparently not. I don't know where to go. This is where Moaning Myrtle lives. Hello, Simone. How are you? We're in Hogwarts right now. I guess. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Look at that one down there. Wait, I thought I interacted with all these before. Oh, it's your mom's birthday. Happy birthday, Simone's mom. Hopefully she had a good birthday. Oh, it's the kid that ran out. The scrawny, scared-looking boy is sitting in the box with a frightened look in his eyes. His robes are covered with crumbs and sawdust. You're Mendes, I assume. How do you know my name? What are you doing in there? I'm hiding. I see that. Why? I want to get out of this school. You give him a reproachful look. All we do here is waste time. Everyone else is doing real stuff, going to college or work or whatever. Just my luck, I was born with these powers. Where's the wand? What wand? What's that got to do with me? Stop playing dumb. Why did you steal the wand? I didn't take anything. Student opens his robe and starts showing his pockets, revealing nothing but half a loaf of bread. Looks like he's telling the truth. He's just a student who wants to drop out of school. Well, I still had to check. Alright, come out of there. Wait, why should I come out? Don't make me go back. You glance over at the movers. They aren't paying attention to you, and it doesn't seem like they heard anything. Leave me in the box. Let them take me away from the school. Ooh, what should I pick? Should we let him skip school? Let's do this. Are you sure you thought this through? What do you know about it anyway? You've been here for 2 years and you want all that to be for nothing? 2 years, 3 years, what does it matter? Even 10 years here wouldn't get me anywhere. Do you at least have some kind of plan? Of course, I'm going to see my uncle. He'll help me find work. Said I should have no problem getting on my feet. Okay, Mendes, it's your choice. Since you don't have the wand, I couldn't care less about the other stuff. Oh, that's one less mystery now. Plus, we definitely helped him, wouldn't you say? Another 30-second ad? We're rolling in ads today. Well, according to the plot, he ended up having a pretty good life outside the school. Okay, so we figured out where the kid went. That still doesn't help me know where the wand is. I already fought those guys. That made them mad. What am I supposed to do? This is Hogwarts with 3 houses instead of 4. The only place I haven't been is that one classroom's door that was locked, and I'm pretty sure I don't have a key for that. I want to interact. What am I missing about this secret room? Why can't I go anywhere in here? It can't just be a room, right? Can it? Just a room with undead. I had a fight with undead for no reason. Two students are whispering excitedly to each other in the middle of the main hall. Did you hear? They found the wand thief up the attic. Who was it? I don't know. I think it was one of the students. Both the headmasters are up there now. Did you hear that? Let's get to the attic quickly. You say that like you haven't already read the ending and found out who stole the wand. The truth is you changed the plot a little with your actions, so I don't actually know how it ends yet. Can you tell me how to get to the attic? The student turns to look at you. Up the stairs, then into the classroom on the left. The attic door is at the back of the classroom. Let's go. Yeah, I know where the attic is, okay? Yeah, it's this one door we couldn't get into, and obviously now we know why we couldn't get into it. It's this door right here. The one that said attic door. Try Alahomora. Easy peasy. What on earth were you thinking, you little idiot? Give me the wand. I'll deal with him myself. Mikhail, let's just calm down for a second. I told you it was this kid. If any of you take even a step in my direction, I'll break your stupid wand in half. You'll both get a piece, except for you, Scarecrow. Hey, I thought we were pals. You don't know me. What's the janitor doing here? I heard noises and came to see what was happening. I'm not a janitor. Who are you then? A plumber? Oh yes. Are you here about that clogged toilet? I'm a writer. You stand up straight and fix the hair on your head. Who? I'm here for the wand. Another one. Why do you want it? Someone's going to pay me well for it. Screams. Hold on, when you say they'll pay you well, how much is that? Clutches his chest. Shut up, I have the wand. And I'm the one who decides what will happen to it. Alright, alright. I was planning on deciding its fate quietly by myself, but now you're involved. Hang on, I understand us 3. But why do you even want it? None of your business, stay where you are. Let's just calm down and... Nobody move. The old man suddenly pulls a revolver out from under his robes and start waving around in all directions. Nobody move! Either you give me back the wand, you little cretin, or you'll be sorry. Where did you get a gun? Calm down, just calm down. I thought you were opposed to technology, old man. Give it to me. He reaches for the wand, keeping the revolver aimed. Take the gun from the old man. You quickly take the revolver from his grasp. Mikhail flinches, expecting you to attack him too. Stop waving that thing in my face. Hey, give that back. Mikhail bends Cornelius's wand enough for it to crack slightly. At the same time, you hear an echoing noise ringing out from somewhere up above. Everyone freezes. Do you think this is a joke? I'm so sick of your sniveling. And you're panicking, you little... And your weird head. There's no more magic. We all realized that long ago, so stop clinging to the illusion that it's still around. I know why you care about this wand so much, old man. But it's time to move on. Stop being indecisive, he looks at the new headmaster. Stop living in the past, he looks at the old headmaster. Stop lying, he looks at you. Any last words from you three? You're going to regret this. Who do you think you are, you brat? Mikhail turns his gaze to the new headmaster. I understand how you feel, and I also want to move forward, but can't we find a way that doesn't involve breaking wands? He only smirks in response and turns to you. What do you think? You think you know everything about magic, huh? But did you know kill him was not an option? That it's not dead? He grabbed the old man's wand from his belt and filled it with ink, trying to summon a fireball from the other end. But instead of fire, the ink just leaks out from the tip of the wand and starts dripping on the floor. Ugh! What was that? I've had enough of this. Crack. Time stops, your eyes fall on Cornelius's wand. First on one, then on the other. They're both falling through the air. Why am I seeing two wands? Slowly, it dawns on you. What are you talking about? The left or right halves of the wand land on the floor at Mikhail's feet. The old man stares at the floor, mouth open, unable to speak. The new headmaster sighs softly. Mikhail looks at his hands, where a few slivers of wood still remain. The wand is gone. So does this mean we failed the order? You start to hear a loud rumbling sound from somewhere up above. I don't know. The phone call from before pops into your head, the conversation about how it was absolutely essential that you complete this order successfully. The old man falls to his knees, trying to piece the wand back together. You prod him aside with your foot and pick up what remains of the wand. Give it to me. The old man seems to have gone completely insane. The rumbling sound gets louder. What's happening? He looks at the ceiling. We need to go. The old man starts laughing loudly. The rumbling completely drowns out his laughter. We need to go. I wonder if there's a way to avoid that. I just got some tape out. Yes! Look at that. That looks great. There is. I should have just killed him. I know. I didn't know what to do. Look at that tape job. It seems weird that we can't just go back into the book again and start over. Let's see. Where do I leave? I leave these at the front door. That's right. Right here. Did you get the item? Well, I can explain what happened. You'd better see for yourself. Guess that's that. Oh. Sounds like it's ringing in there. But I think it's, of course, ringing at my house. Well, here we go. Hello? What were you thinking? Yes, a month later, of course, I intentionally got the wand broken. We had a hard month. My head is killing me. It's my friend. Hello, leave me alone already. Hi, I heard you were having some problems with the client. Oh, it's you, Vince. Nah, nothing too bad. I can try to talk to him again if you want. I don't know, I feel like this work just isn't right for me. What are you saying? You have to do this to get your shackles removed. Your fans need you. I know, I'm just not sure this is the right path. It's bringing me nothing but suffering, and I'm not the only one suffering because of it. You just have to put up with this a little longer. 3 more orders and you're done. Yeah, hold on. Did I ever tell you how many orders I had left? Yes, of course you... Did you forget? Alright. Okay, I'll call him right now. Maybe he'll change his mind. Alright. Thanks for joining me, friend. Hello? Fine. I want to give you one more chance. You? I'm ready. Of course you're ready. You absolute moron. You're always ready. You failed me before, and it's most unlike me to give you another chance. I still haven't gotten over your mishap with the wand, but I think we can come to a compromise. A compromise? It's not an easy job, and several of my guys ran into trouble there. I had to pull them out. They're not expendable, but you'd be perfect for this job. So I'm expendable. Judging by what you do in your spare time, you don't have much of a choice. So get going. The order is at your door. Just try not to die. How do you know what I do in my spare time? Hangs up. Fine. Bullcrap! I would have seen him. I was so fast. Where'd the cleaners go? Black River. Oh, we should always check this. I think I should have upgrades. Drain more ink or increase damage. The contractor agrees to infiltrate Black River Drifters. By Elena von Belro, instruct an item, the sword Excalibur. The client agrees to pay the negotiated sum upon fulfillment of the contract. However, drawing parallels between dogmatic faith and programmed AI commands is certainly an interesting. Programmed AI commands is certainly an interesting exercise, especially for a subject that's already been done to death. Here we go. Ouch. Landing on a metal floor isn't all that great, I'm guessing. Oh, hi, Jack. I'm Roderick. Right, it's just been so long. It's been a week, hasn't it? Like usual? Well, there's a little setback with the client. Is that booze I smell? No, I just haven't washed this jacket in a while. Did you have problems because of the wand? Yeah, kind of. But we're back in business now. Today we'll be looking for Excalibur. The sword? Are you sure we're in the right book? If we're looking for a medieval sword? We'll find out once we take a look around. Intruder alert. Identify yourself or be punished by the might of the seekers of the worthy. The voice is coming from a strange face on the wall that peeks out from the cables like a spider in its web. With the blessing of the worthy, I punish all who oppose our mission. Speak your name now. Etienne. Etienne, I shall hear the will of the worthy and decide your fate. Have patience. What is going on? The short version is this is a pilgrim ship, and they're very serious and strict, so cut it out with the jokes. I'm not making jokes. Shh. So where's Excalibur? And what's this worthy have to do with anything? What do you think the worthy is worthy of? Worthy of Excalibur? The worthy is the one who can pull the sword from the stone. They're flying around the universe on the ship looking for that person. I remember there was an old legend or tale. I think the new author was also working with the walkers to get the sword. And now it's our turn. The worthy has spoken to me, finally. Tell me, Etienne, are you prepared to join us, pilgrims, sailing this black river in search of the worthy, and give your life in the pursuit of our goal? Yes. I, the navigator, greet you, Acolyte Etienne. Welcome to our temple and home. Now get to work, as our ship requires constant inspection. Ask Roderick how he is. How are you doing? I'm fine. Do you really think this is a good time to chat? By the way, I've been meaning to ask, what do you do when you're not stealing items from books? Well, to be honest, I'm finding it hard to live without books. But they confiscated every book I own, so mostly I just sit around now. Just sit around? Yeah, sit and wait. You don't have anyone to pass the time with, friends, or maybe a lover? All my friends are writers, and I'm forbidden from seeing them by law. As for a lover, it's complicated. I see. Do you remember how I mentioned my neighbor, the writer, who lived below me? Yes, and you said the police wanted to question you. Well, it turns out my neighbor, he what? His apartment was sealed off, and I decided to peek inside and find out what happened. When did I do this? You broke into a crime scene? What were you thinking? Well, from what I could tell, he ended it all. I remember you told me that after serving their sentence, writers often... The police said he had just finished working off his sentence, and that's what happened afterward. I heard that some just go into books and never come back, but others, like my neighbor, still do it the old-fashioned way. I need to finish all these jobs. I don't want to end up like that. Can I see Excalibur? We cannot even discuss the sacred sword on the lower level of the ship. It is the most unholy part of our vessel. So how do I get up higher? It's simple. You will ascend once you prove you are worthy of it. Where's the ship headed? We're exploring the vast reaches of the Black River in search of the worthy. Do you have any clues about where they might be? The sacred sword will lead us to them. When we find the worthy, they will draw the sacred sword from the stone and guide our people to a brighter future. So the worthy could be anyone, even me. Let me try and pull the sword out. I know I'm the worthy you're looking for. First, you must prove you're worthy of attempting to prove that you're worthy. Study truths, inspect the machinery, and help your brothers. That will guide you to gradual understanding of the truth that will unlock the path to the sword. No shortcuts for you. To cells, to the cooling system. The door is labeled Cell A. There's a slot for an access card. Card B. Some kind of device. Push the red button. A message appears on the screen. Brother.
Nom 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 nom.
Ooh, what are you eating? Oh, I found Doritos sour cream and onion flavor. That is a flavor we do not have for Doritos, but we do have it for other potato chips. Brother, place the broken object in the slot and it will be restored to its former appearance. Push the synthesis button. An object creation menu appears on the screen. Synthesize objects. I don't have any objects. Alright, I can't. Let's see, that's the engine room.
Nom 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 nom.
Mr. Hayraz. How are you? Hang on, what's that sound? What sound? Watch out! Dang. Acolyte Samsa. Begin repairs immediately. In the name of the word... Oh, elder brother. I cannot. What is your reason, Acolyte Samsa? I need help. You still have your limbs? That means you're able to do the repairs. I cannot stand. Is something pinning you down, Acolyte Samsa? I must have internal injuries. My ribs. I understand. You have lost faith in the worthy. May you not fear the disillusioned on your path. Remove them from your brotherhood. No, I cannot. My ribs. Hold on, let me do it. A bright red beam shoots out an order, leaving a glowing glare on your retinas. When you manage to blink it away, you see Acolyte Sam's unmoving body has a clean hole burned through the back of his head. You're alive. Are you still not feeling well? What the? Acolyte Etienne, begin repairs immediately in the name of the worthy. What was that? An acolyte who loses faith in the worthy and in our mission can no longer be part of the crew. You look at the panel by the ceiling that the beam came from, and your hands instinctively reach for the back of your head. Yeah, we should probably hurry with those repairs. Poor guy. You examine the body, trying to avoid looking at the head wound. You don't notice anything of interest. There's something in his hand. You're slowly starting to feel better. Have you been having to work and not taking off time? Huh? You unclench the dead man's hand and see an electronic access card. Fortunately, the explosion damaged it too. You take the still warm, partially melted access card. What am I supposed to do here? You look at the glow inside the engine through a dense wave of heat. It's molten metal. You should hurry before the core melts. So what's the problem? I don't know. The author is very vague in his description of the engine. Look inside. You lean forward and look into the engine's dark opening. Rubber hoses, metal pipes, pistons, and belts. Surprisingly, it all seems to be in good shape. Everything inside looks intact. So why is it heating up so much? You reach for the closest moving part of the engine. As soon as your hand touches metal, you pull your fingers back sharply and step away. That's hot. Maybe it's supposed to be molten hot. It's a spaceship engine, right? Yeah, and that alarm is normal too. And these lights are flashing just for the fun of it. Well, Acolyte Etienne, was it your hand that caused the engine temperature to increase? No, in the name of the worthy. Seems that the cooling system's out of order. Follow the lower hallway to the cooling center and try to determine the problem. It will be done. Oh, gosh. Was it you that made this explode? It was not. Nah, work isn't the problem, by the way. Working this Saturday as well. No, I'm just overworking. That's not the problem. Work is always the problem. Angry has it right. Also won't be here on Saturday stream, going out eating with coworkers. Ooh, nice. Blonde or brunette. Hot steam is escaping from the broken pipe. Examine the equipment. The pipe is broken and the water is turned on. What do we do? Close the water valve. Disconnect the broken pipe. You try to make it possible. That won't work. You need to turn off the water first. Close the water valve. It's shut. The pipe is broken and the water valve is shut. What do we do? Disconnect the pipe. You disconnect the broken pipe. It cools down fairly quickly and you put it in your coat pocket. You'll have to replace it with a new one. That's obvious. Let's go to the repair module. I don't know if we're being timed at all. Put the broken pipe inside. Object accepted. Processing. Processing. The compartment opens and you see the completely restored pipe within. Wow, it even recreated the rust on it. I guess that's how it looked before the explosion. Not bad. You see a screen with incomprehensible symbols on it underneath this compartment. Let's put the burnt access card inside. Nice. Well, there we go. We have... Well, we'll go there when we have the time. You see a screen... Okay. Leave. Actually, this is going to be faster this way. No, it won't. Cooling. Actually, it's probably the exact same distance. Also, now I'm gonna live on my own. No brother joining in. Huh? Why? Brother got with his ex again. Oh no! Are you still moving though to the new place? Connect the pipe. Is that everything? Nope. We need to open the water valve. The water's flowing. Work. Let's go take another look at the engine. Yay, I'm so good. Yeah, I moved to the new place, but now I'm on my own. Is the rent more? Did you just get screwed? You can still... Oh my gosh, you're paying more. I guess it's a bigger place, I assume. Not too much more. Well, send your brother in here. I'll have a word with him. The cooling system is steadily pumping the ice mixture through the pipes. The engine isn't radiating heat like before. You can even touch the outer panels with your bare hand. We fixed the cooling system, but it looks like that wasn't enough. Maybe there's some kind of button we need to push. Call the navigator, find the button. You inspect the device with an experienced eye, but you don't see anything that even looks like a control panel, button, lever, or ignition keyhole. In the name of the war, they ask you to start the engine. It is not to me you should direct your prayers, Acolyte Etienne, but to the worthy. I am just their servant. Worthy, I pray, start the engine. You clearly have not managed to learn the holy litanies yet, so I will help you, newcomer. Repeat after me. By the will of the worthy, I pray for the flame to obey my will and activate this mechanism. By the will of the worthy, I pray for the flame to obey my will and activate the mechanism. Something inside the engine starts rumbling discontentedly, gaining momentum. Suddenly, a shrill noise fills the room. Acolyte Etienne, you do not have enough faith. Oh, come on. My faith is stronger than ever. I believe in the worthy with my whole heart, my whole soul, with every cell in my body. I believe. Suddenly, a compartment opens on the side of the engine, and with a soft hiss and a cloud of white steam, an empty compartment designed to hold a cylindrical flask appears. I speak of something else. Place a full vessel of faith in the compartment so that our temple may continue its journey. Is that some kind of fuel? Faith? Yeah, it's something like fuel around here. Let's go look around. Maybe we can find somewhere to siphon some of this faith. Hanker's gonna handle him. Now I have a separate bedroom and 2 toilets. Also, I got a dishwasher. Hey! You're catching up in the toilet department. And dishwasher, you gotta have a dishwasher. Now you can poop and pee in 2 separate toilets. What a genius invention it is. Exactly, starting to feel like Baker. Yeah, you gotta have your pooping toilet and you gotta have your peeing toilet. Everybody knows how that works. Access granted. None of this is faith. I need faith. Give me some faith. A woman is lying in this tightly closed capsule, eyes closed and lips rapidly and soundlessly moving as she recites something. The woman looks absolutely exhausted, which makes it hard to guess her age. She could be 40 or 18. Her outfit is an odd blend of medieval style and futuristic materials. Her hands are folded across her chest and she's holding something, but you can't see what it is. Some sort of amulet that looks like it could be a cross or a sword. The capsule is full of electronic equipment and tubes leading from the woman to a glass vessel that is slowly filling up with a glowing liquid. Among the unintelligible labels and symbols, you see only one you understand. Capsule temperature 24 degrees, manually set. Nothing of interest. This is what we're looking for. They call it faith. Is it coming out of her? Don't think about it. The vessel is almost full. You can take it. What will happen to her? You glance at the woman behind the glass screen, who continues her silent recitation. She'll be okay. You slowly pull the glass vessel of liquid out of the machine. The woman in the capsule pauses for a second. A new empty flask appears where the old one just was. The woman returns to her original state. Faith starts gradually filling the new vessel, but it happens very slowly. They're filling up these faith bottles. Also, cats are happier now with a bigger home. Well, yeah. It's all about the cats. So are you moved in? Or are you moving in the process? Knock, knock. The woman doesn't react at all. Alright, well. Thanks for the faith. Bye! Oh, you're moved in? Everything's taken care of? Well, nice. Insert the flask of faith. The flask fits perfectly in the compartment. You push down a little harder and it gently settles deeper into the machine. As soon as you take your hand out, a thick round hatch cover slides over the compartment. Try to remember the prayer yourself. Do you remember how it went? Something about flame and mechanism. Oh, don't forget the worthy. Let me just find that part. By the will of the worthy, I pray for the flame to obey my will and activate this mechanism. Oh crap, I already forgot what it was. By the will of the worthy, I pray for the flame to obey my will And activate. Oh no, I said the wrong word. By the will of the worthy, I pray for the flame. By the will of the worthy, I pray for the flame to obey my will. Oh. I didn't read these ones close. And activate this mechanism. May the worthy bless you, Acolyte Etienne. The engine is working correctly again. Your work here is done. It's time for you to ascend. You start looking around nervously, bowing your head slightly. Ascension is the right to climb higher to the middle level of the ship. That's right. You may use the elevator to ascend. And the sword Excalibur, the location of the sacred sword will be made known only to those who have proven themselves worthy of that knowledge. The navigator's voice is always cold and mechanical, but he says this phrase in an even colder voice. Well, let's go to the elevator. Can I get into the other cells, do you think? A space multi-tool? Oh. What the heck's a space multi-tool? You have absolutely no idea how this is supposed to work. Alright. I don't have card B, C, or D. So I wanna steal that faith flask again. It's gotta be full by now. So the prisoners fill up the faith bottles for these guys to have fuel. Where's the elevator? Is this the elevator? Do you wish to ascend to the middle level, brother? I think we've done everything that I know to do. Alright, here we go. Welcome to Earth, brother. Earth. We call the lower decks Hell, and the middle deck Earth, and the upper decks Heaven? Correct, brother. I see you've already studied our scriptures. If the will of knowledge guides you, visit the library on this floor. Okay, and is Excalibur there on the top floor? Every acolyte who ascends from Hell must first serve 5 human years on Earth before they will be permitted to touch the sword. What? I don't know what that is. And did you hear it? Only after 5 years have passed can an acolyte grasp the highest sacred truth, and then the worthy will permit them to ascend to heaven and touch the sword. Begin your service. Your 5-year countdown has begun. So what am I supposed to do? How should I serve? Study truths, inspect the machinery, and help your brothers. Only routine will guide you to gradual understanding of the truth. We should look around and figure out a better plan than mopping floors for 5 years. I really want to see Excalibur. You have not yet earned that right. Has anyone earned it? Acolyte Rimar proved his faith in the worthy and rose to heaven, but unfortunately he's no longer with us. Great. Access card B. Should I go down to B? No, I want to go up. As I said, you must serve 5 years. Only after that time, blah blah blah. What if I understand that truth sooner? You'll be permitted to ascend and touch the sword. Now that sounds like a plan. Angry, what's that word? What did you say to me? What did you say? What did you say? Wait, there's unknown error, access denied? What?
I said doppelkicks.
But I don't know what that word means. Why would it give me card B but not be able to use it? Fire extinguisher.
Double cookies.
Double cookies? What double cookies do you have? There's damage here too. I guess the engine must have really flared up. You should hurry. If the fire spreads the library, all the scriptures could be ruined. Hatch won't open. Capsule's stuck, but you see a twisted chunk of metal keeping it from opening. Use the multi-tool. It kind of looks like a screwdriver. You hear the words of the past. Recite the voice prayer. To lower the righteous sword, recite the sacrifice prayer. To alter the electric river's current, recite the spirit prayer. Alright, I better screenshot this. This is going to be a thing I gotta remember. It's just like an Oreo, but the other way around. Plain cookies with chocolate cream in between. Oh, like a reverse Oreo and bigger. Sounds tasty. Oh, I didn't need a screenshot. It's right there. Prayer. If my hand, O worthy, prevents me from serving you, I will cut it off like a withered root. Let's write that down. I'll call it the sacrifice prayer. Are you sure you won't get them mixed up with the strange names? What? What? How do I get through? How do I get through? Much better than Oreos and cheaper. I'm not a big Oreo fan, so I'll believe you. Another slot for faith. I thought they only needed it on the lower level. Faith is what moves our ship forward. Without it, the search for the worthy would be impossible. It's needed on each deck of the ship as well as in each stage of our lives. Alright, I get it. May strength fill the part of my body that you require most all, O worthy. Alright. I'll call it the spirit prayer. Kitchen. Armory. Oh, these are all locked. Except the restroom's open. Hey Raz, does this look like your toilet? I don't have to go right now. Another fire extinguisher? This is another card. Okay, I've got to go down and get some more faith. Let's check this door first. Oh, this guy's on fire. The device connected to the prayer chamber is on fire. You won't be able to get the vessel of faith. Just don't stick your hands in there. We need to find the fire extinguisher first. Put your hands in the flames! No, I will not. Whoosh. The man inside shows no signs of life, just like the equipment surrounding the capsule. The flask of faith was filled up before the fire and is almost unscathed. You take it from the compartment. It really is a miracle that it's intact. This one's empty. The youngest crew member you've seen so far is writhing in pain inside the chamber. The panel showing his vitals is blinking red, as is the panel showing the temperature inside the capsule. Looks like the chamber overheated. We should cool it down so that guy doesn't die. Ice? I don't have any ice. On the side panel you notice that there's the thermometer is set automatically. It says controlled by the navigator. I guess the navigator has a problem understanding what room temperature is. Hey, could you lower this guy's temperature a little? He's about to burn alive. My data shows that the capsule is currently at optimal temperature. I see. It's stuck. If a crew member is in danger, extracting faith or interacting with the capsule is forbidden. In any ways forbidden. I thought he wasn't in danger. His temperature was just fine. Idiot. That's what I was trying to say. You said it to yourself. He's in danger. So lower the temperature in the capsule. My data shows that the capsule is currently at optimal temperature. I see. She's dead. That's great. There's an old man inside the capsule. His whole body is shaking, and his hands are grasping the chest of his suit as though he's trying to rip it apart. There's a phrase flashing on the panel. Heart failure stabilizer injection required. His flask of faith is filled to the brim. I don't have a syringe. What kind of monster are you? The guy inside is clearly dying and you're only interested in the flask? Alright, I just wanted to check. Dead man lies motionless in the capsule. The flask of faith is completely empty. Looks like the crew started to lose faith in their mission. After so many years of fruitless wandering, I'm not surprised. Alright, let's move on. Wait a second. Look what he's holding. You open the capsule and the steam escapes. You can see that the dead man's hands are grasping a tape reel. We should listen and see what's on there. Hey, Rose Baker called you an idiot. Those cookies are the reason I went fat. They taste good and they're cheap AF. I didn't call anyone an idiot except the navigator. The navigator's the stupid idiot. Frick. You must say a prayer. Speak your request to the worthy. I just want to activate this device. All that we mortals can do is send our requests and prayers to the worthy. If they hear them and answer, we can receive what we desire. Okay, worthy, I pray you to turn this on. Icy steam sprays you from an opening in the floor. Ow! Close your request to the correct prayer. Only then will the worthy hear it. Do you know anything about this? There's a bunch of different prayers here. Yeah, we already did this. You must say a prayer to request the worthy. Let's do the spirit prayer. I'll give you their answer. They will. Let's see. So the worthy only talks to you. Why can't you hear the answer straight from them? You ask the wrong questions, Acolyte. You must ask why you are not yet worthy of a direct conversation with the worthy. Worthy of the worthy. Does the author know what the tautology is? In any case, I specifically was created in the supposed image of the worthy, and therefore I received signals from them. You were created. I thought you were human. The worthy has declared their will. You may activate the device. Thank you, O worthy. Warning, insufficient energy, limited functionality available. Let's study the figures. These are the energy usage statistics. It looks like the navigator requires almost 70% of the total energy. Him needing so much is forcing them to fly slower than they had originally planned. I guess he's just that important. The kitchen should have ice in it. Hey Raz, you are not a navigator. Definitely not. Kitchen compartments receiving the required amount of energy. Access granted. But you definitely have all the toilets you need. Bread and apple. Empty bottle. You see a huge metal door frozen shut at floor level. That looks like a freezer. You pull on with all your strength, no results. Yeah, that's not going to work. Maybe there's a knife somewhere in the kitchen. A knife? Are you joking? You need a sledgehammer and chisel to break this ice. Or an ice pick. Sure, there must be an ice pick around here, right? For all that space ice climbing they do. It doesn't have to be an actual ice pick, but there must be some kind of similar tool here. I don't see anything in the text. Maybe you should ask your neighbor. I don't think my neighbors... I think my neighbors all hate me now, but I'll try. Wakey wakey! Hey Raz is a navigator? Now that I have 2 toilets, I feel like 2 isn't enough. I know, right? Who's there? It's Etienne. Who? Your neighbor. I see. Looking for a pickaxe? Do you happen to have one? A pickaxe? What is going on in your apartment? Renovations? More renovations? And where's my sledgehammer anyway and my shovel? They're fine. I'm knocking down a wall and your sledgehammer got stuck in it. I borrowed your shovel to dig it out, but the shovel got stuck too. I think a pickaxe is just what I need to fix this. What an idiot. Let me go look. Here, just remember to bring it back. Thank you. Yes. People that live in apartments always have pickaxes, sledgehammers, and shovels in their apartments. He does navigate packages to their destination. That's true. You definitely are a navigator. You're navigating between my toilets. Don't get lost. Use the pickaxe. You raise the pickaxe over your head. Okay, here goes. Ice block. I just picked up that whole ice block. Ice is broken. Oh, that was quick. Another ice block. That might come in handy. What for? To cool something down later. You'll find out. Fine. I already know what. The giant block of ice takes up the whole corner and glares unkindly at you. Well, do it. Over my shoulder, over my head, or behind my back? What? You swing gently and the sharp point of the pickaxe digs into the ice, leaving the tiniest notch. Only as much strength as needed. That's your motto. With a measured swing, you raise the pick over your head and drop it on the ice block. A thin crack appears along the edge. A large chunk of ice falls to the floor with a crash. Not bad. You pick up the chipped off chunk of ice from the floor. Yeah, I do. So good. Let's go cool down that guy. You poop first, then you can navigate there just by the smell. Oh, gosh. Another hydrate. He's too hot, blah blah blah. Use the ice. If you pour ice on the capsule, the ice sizzles and quickly starts melting. The temperature slowly starts to fall, and as soon as it reaches a normal range, you open the capsule. The man's eyes are still closed, but at least you saved him from suffocating in that heat. Should we leave him like this? Yeah, let him get a little fresh air. Take the flask. You remove the flask of glowing liquid and put it in your pocket, making sure the lid is untight first. Thanks, you nodded the still unconscious man. Thanks, unconscious man. Did y'all see the GTA 6 trailer released? I heard, but I didn't see it, because I don't care about that game. I installed GTA 5, played for 5 minutes, and uninstalled. Boring AF. Oh, did you already try it again, Angry? I know you're telling me about it. Let's do the infirmary. We need to reduce the ship's energy consumption. Let's go figure out how we can do that. What? Why can't I turn off that one and move it to the other one? This is bull crap. This is bull crap right now. Am I so supposed to go back down? I know I need to figure out how to get in the infirmary, but you won't let me. Hey Raz, do you play GTA? I know you do have a card C, so let's try card C. Oh, it let me in, but not B? How come B wouldn't let me in? Take it all. It's completely empty. I don't think anyone's lived here for a while. Why would anyone live in here? That's all there is just garbage? Not at the moment, but I want to start playing the story mode again. I don't know why B doesn't work. Have you beaten GTA before? What am I supposed to do here? There's nothing else to do. I have a card B that I can't use. I'm supposed to reduce the power consumption. What does that even mean? You did beat it. Probably played over 2,000 hours back in the day. Yeah, you don't mess around. Hey Raz does not mess around. Angry's like, what? Alright, I'm stuck now. Do you guys know what to do now? We need to reduce the ship's energy consumption. Let's figure out how we can do that. Okay, I can go to the Oh, I didn't know I could go to the armory. Guess I have to go here first. Is this the... What room is this? Underlines the fact that there was a sharp increase of suicides on Earth after our crew took Excalibur off the planet. A little excited for Deathloop tomorrow. Oh, is that that's... What? That put me into cell D or B? Okay. Is that a Prime game or is that Epic? I don't have any more bottles. Oh, I could have gone in the vent and it would have been faster than this stupidity. Deathloop, it's... Angry could probably explain it better. It's from Prime on Epic, of course. Of course it is. Alright, what else is in this room? Oh, the last prayer. Voice prayer. Probably couldn't get in the infirmary because of I didn't have the voice prayer. Touch the beams? That's definitely gonna hurt me. Ship's cannon? Examine it. The panel is inside a decorative metal frame with a floral motif. How does it turn on? Maybe it runs on faith. You look under the panel and see a familiar empty compartment designed to fit a flask of faith. Your finger slowly reaches the velvety looking black surface of the control panel screen. Are you sure that's a good idea? For a second it seems like nothing's happening, but in the next second a substantial static shock runs through your finger. Ow. So you pull your finger away, a message appears on the screen. Insufficient faith. The panel starts flashing immediately. Blue and green symbols form patterns and then fly apart, forming several rectangular buttons. Try touching the words. It seems to be how they do it in the book. Touch the message and say a prayer. 3 greenish blue rectangles are lit up on the weapon control. Set target status check. As you choose the second option, the screen goes black for a moment and then a chart appears on it. This cannon uses more than 20% of the ship's energy. That's why we're going to turn it off. What's that number mean? The weapon's firepowered. If it's to be believed, this weapon can destroy planets. Shiver runs through your body. We should turn it off quickly. We need energy. Set target? Okay, go ahead. Which one should I say? It's hard to tell. I'll look for something about the weapon or energy. The words "sing a prayer" are flashing insistently across the screen. I have to sing? Prayers must be sung, however, we are currently in our 453-day mourning period for Acolyte Rimar. The mourning period includes a ban on singing. I see. voice prayer, and the voices of their disciples will resound along the Black River from bank to bank, from source to mouth. Incorrect! Son of a, this is too strong a charge for simple punishment. Leave? I'll touch the beams. This barrier will disintegrate you entirely in a thousandth of a second. I advise you not to touch it. You jerk your hand away. Why are there beams in the middle of the room that can disintegrate me in less than a second? For safety purposes, access to this part of the deck is restricted while the cannon is active. I get that, but why? For safety purposes. Alright, alright. It's for safety purposes. By the way, Noob's going to be angry. Warhammer Space Marines 2 release is delayed. I don't know. Okay, so okay, knowing the prayer wasn't the problem, it is the energy problem. Okay. So we just try all the prayers? Sacrifice prayer. Blah, 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 blah. You hear a hiss and the control panel goes dark. The cannon has been deactivated. See? It wasn't that hard. Obviously. Access card D. Crate. It's just me, or does it seem like there's something valuable in there? Should I check the text? It'll only take me 10 minutes. I'll do it myself. The container on the shelf is locked tightly. Use the tool. You examine the multi-tool looking for something that will help you, but you accidentally hit something that causes a red laser beam to shoot out from it. Whoa!
Blinking, you see the lock on the container is melted open. How did you do that? What the heck did I push? You try examining the multi-tool from all sides, but you can't find anything that looks like a laser. Fine. So it's going to take me down to D? Oh, it's the other side. That one's busted. It's jammed. Why can't you open it? To activate the playback device, insert Faith into the compartment on the panel, brother. Why is it always Faith? You really should understand by now that all the equipment here runs on it. Doy. Should be released like now. It'll come out in the second half of 20. Oh, wow, like almost a year.
That's fine. Alright, we reduced the power, so let's open the kitchen. Kitchen. No, not the kitchen, the infirmary. Access granted. Medical chair stained with something red. Wonder what that something is. Near the wall is a locked container labeled medicine. Find a long probe on the multi-tool that you might be able to use as a lockpick. As soon as you insert it in the lock, something clicks, opens. It picked the lock itself. Medkit and an empty bottle. I thought I needed a syringe. You're standing in front of a huge shelving unit. The control panel next to it is illuminated. The first thing you notice is 3 blue numbers in the middle of the screen. Beep. The inside is made up of neat square compartments with different types of bottles in each one. You pick up the closest one and read the old-fashioned paper tag. Dandelion leaf. Folk medicine in the space age. It's empty. You put the flask back on the shelf. How about we check the other compartments? Then why did it... Middle of the shelf, you see a gilded box with an ornate inscription. Relics of the great martyr Remar. A melted audio reel is lying next to it. No way, I don't think it's a good idea to touch sacred relics to ship where there's crazy head that shoots lasers. You reluctantly pull your hand away. You take the melted reel. In its current state, you won't be able to listen to it. There's something written here, but it's hard to read. Sac ed Uth. Sacred truth? Isn't that what the navigator was talking about? To get to the top floor? We need to restore and listen to it as soon as we can. Beep. Dozens of mean-looking metal syringes stare up at you from under their glass caps. They're each filled with a greenish liquid. The label on the inner wall reads, Stabilizer. I don't know how to inject people. You're lucky, I'm a doctor, but actually I guess you're not that lucky since I don't have hands here. Oh, you remembered something new about yourself. Yeah. Anyway, I'd feel more confident if it was some kind of spray or gel. Looks like he'll have to learn a new skill today. Fantastic. You carefully lift off one of the caps to take the syringe. It cools your skin and fits comfortably in your hand. Let's go back to the old man in the capsule. Yes, let's. Doobie doo, doobie doobie, doobie doo 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 doo. Which one was it? This one? Use the syringe. You have the syringe and you're all ready to save the old man. Inject him quickly. Never done this before. I don't think the needle can pierce the capsule's glass. There's a catheter there to the left, under the panel. Just stick the needle in there and push out the medicine. Shiver of relief runs through your body as the medicine disappears into the capsule. The old man's condition starts improving before your very eyes. Wait. Cross your arms over your chest and wait. The old man's convulsions gradually stop. His breathing evens out and his fingers stop tearing at his clothes. Hey, we saved his life. Yep. Now can I take the flask and move on? Alright, alright. Do 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 do. Alright, we need to go down and repair that reel before we listen to the reels. Or watch the reels, or whatever it is. I don't think I'm going to finish this game today. These levels take longer than I was led to believe they would. Did I find a card for D? Oh, I did. Nice. Blah, blah. That'd be nice if I could move that. Interact with it, please. Well, I don't know what that said. Red light glowing on the device, another one exactly identical lights up on the chest. You bring the multi-tool close to the chest and opens on its own. How convenient. What's inside? All sorts of fun stuff. Stupid game next. Well, we're gonna finish it. It's not supposed to be very long, but I thought I could get it done in 2 streams, but it doesn't seem like I will. Put the damaged reel. Yay! I repaired the reel. Great, now we can listen to it on the player in the library. See screen, blah, blah. Let's synthesize stuff. Extract, extract, extract. Craft some bottles of juice. What are the med kits for? Oh, med kits are like full health. Am I gonna have a serious fight in this game? Or in this level? Play GTA 5. I have no interest in that game. I think I'd treat it like Angry does. How do I get... What was it? Was it in here? No, it wasn't in here. It was the armory, right? There was a vent. Played GTA 2, that was the last good one of the series. How old is that one? To activate the playback device, insert Faith into the compartment on the panel. Insert a flask of Faith. Let's do voice prayer. Thank you, O Worthy. Looks like we can use this machine to listen to the audio reels recorded by members of the crew. There might be useful information on them. What wonderful technology. It's just an ordinary audio player. Wasn't there anything like it in your book? No. Although considering where we are now, nothing should surprise me. You're looking at the audio playback device. The control panel is to the left and the reel slot to the right. Let's do number 1. You hear an old woman's voice coming from the crackling speaker. I remember reading an article criticizing our mission even before we set off. I want to record the author's thoughts before I forget. He wrote about how the sword, which he blasphemously called a hunk of metal stuck in a stone, led to the idea of dividing us into worthy and unworthy. Gradually, people who understood that their chances of being found unworthy were extremely high found ways to avoid the test, coming up with crazier and crazier excuses to keep from being stigmatized as unworthy. This hunk of metal, which allegedly got stuck because of shifting stone slabs, caused a general acceleration in the development of interplanetary travel, which eventually led to our departure. However, sometimes even I begin to wonder. The recording cuts out. Warning, the material you're about to listen to is recorded on Earth and we consider it to be against our faith and our mission. You hear a middle-aged man's voice coming from the crackling speaker. In my attempts to analyze the influence of faith on our technology in light of recent events, I came upon an interesting detail. After all, behind all technology stands the Lent machine, which has a proven 2% error rate. That means there's a 2% chance that the base algorithm that every machine, every computer is built on is capable of making a mistake or failing. The uncertainty and predictability that this fact imposes on seemingly faithful and reliable machines creates space for superstition. What if I pray and the mistake doesn't happen? What if I perform a ritual, cross my fingers, and the mistake doesn't happen? The recording ends. We played the crap out of it on LANs back in 1999. Ooh, it's an oldie. You hear an old man's weak voice coming from the crackling speaker. O worthy, I pray to you. It is not your strength I desire. Alright, you write the words on a piece of paper held against your knee. But the responsibility that falls on one, who is bold enough to raise a blade above themselves. The voice cuts out, then you hear the sound of the elevator opening, the navigator's voice from far off. Is this the sacred truth the navigator was talking about? If it is, then we won't have to work here for 5 years. Alright, let's go to the elevator. I think we'll be allowed up to the sword now, too. Okay. I should have targeted with that gun. It probably wouldn't have let me shot, but I should have seen what that did. Hey, Dick Danza. Howdy, howdy. You wish to descend to the lower level. I believe I have grasped the sacred truth. I'm listening. Clear your throat, glancing surreptitiously at the paper in your hand. Allworthy, it is not your strength I desire, but the responsibility that falls on one who is bold enough to raise a blade above himself. That is indeed the sacred truth. It must be understood by those who decide to touch the sword and be declared worthy. I'm amazed that you were able to grasp it in such a short time. Well, I'm prepared to uplift you. Are you sure you're ready? Nothing left undone here? Didn't I do everything here? Now I'm freaking out. I went into that room, I went into that room, we got some prayers. I listened to the reels, I did all the rooms, reel. I saved as many people as I could. Whatever. Are they saying you may be soft locked? Me? Nah, I'm good. It's just giving me the choice to do. I don't know what else I could have done. You had to do everything to get here, as far as I understand it. Supreme Navigator. Oh, Acolyte Etienne. What now? You said we could touch the sword. That is true, but you've been given a more important task right now. Go to the Navigator's cabin. First, can I just... You notice a panel sliding back on the wall to reveal a weapon hidden behind it. That looks familiar. You automatically touch the back of your head. I'm going. Don't shoot my brains. I mean, okay, I know why. Because you might want to turn your junk items into ink. That's probably why I gave you that one last chance, because there's going to be a fight here. He's very interested in touching swords. No, we're trying to get Excalibur. Navigator? That thing's huge. Why did you summon me? Well, besides to kill me, obviously. I need you to change the ship's course. Change it? Can't you do that yourself? I do not have the authority. Only the crew members can confirm the decisions to go back. Go back? But what about the search for the worthy? Most of the crew has lost faith in our goal. Is that why you killed them? I simply made several harsh decisions based on purely economical reasons to reserve food and oxygen for the more useful crew members. Listen, the only thing I'm interested in is the sword. I permit you to touch it if you confirm our course change. I won't change course, or okay, it doesn't affect me anyways. Okay, fine, what do I need to do? First, confirm your bloodline by stating your ancestral code. Code? Code? None of the characters ever say code in the text. Hold on. We found a straight crowbar buried in our backyard as kids. We called it the X-Crow the bar. Are you serious? I forgot my code. If you do not remember your code, state the names of your ancestors and I'll confirm the code from the database. I doubt I'm in the database. Then how did you get on the ship? If you're on the ship, you're part of the crew. If you're an acolyte, there can be no outsiders here. The X-Crow the bar. We used it to break stuff in the alley. Who was worthy to pull the crowbar out of the ground? If you're a part of the crew, you must have a lineage, or else you would not have been accepted onto the crew. Keep talking. Can't there be an exception to your rules? There are no exceptions. The conclusion is simple. You are a member of the crew who refuses to confirm the lineage. That means you are in opposition to our mission, which therefore means you must be eliminated. Well, I'd say that's not far from the truth. You roll up your sleeves. Oh man, he's a big boy. Summon, what does summon mean? Should we stun him or slash? I don't know what summon means. Is he gonna summon enemies? Oh frick. Frick frack. Now we're gonna stun. Pew! Electrify. Let's stun again. Pew! No, we don't need to stun again. Actually, electrify might be bad. What did electrify do? The music in this game? Is there even music? I can't even tell. Oh, I guess there's something there. Give him the boot? Nah, we could just slash this guy. Actually, let's do a drain. Boop. Now we stun. Pew! I don't know what electrify is, so I'm just going to slash. Pya! Electrify seems like it's like a charge stage or something. Let's slash again. Or should we drain? And we'll slash. Sounds like a John Carpenter movie. Alright, let's drink some juice. And then we'll stun. And then this is a very easy fight. This is a ridiculously easy fight. He hasn't even attacked me once. Beep. Sinner, the worthy will punish your soul. The navigator's core flares up from within. Sinner. Sinner? Sinner? Sin? The navigator's voice cuts out in the middle of the word. Suddenly, a siren starts sounding. Get to the sword now. He awakened the whole crew, and they'll be here soon. Reserve power activated. Total system reboot in 3 minutes. Hurry, Etienne. I don't know where the friggin' sword is. Warning, Sinner, on the upper deck. He's already back up. Straight out of Mouth of Madness. Or Escape from New York. I am the Sinner. No time to waste thinking about that. Head for the sword. Oh, they're right behind me. Bang, bang, bang. They'll break through any minute. The sword draws your full attention. The majestic hilt gleams in the light, and the sharp blade disappears into the thick stone. I'll try and use my hands to pull it out first. Right, maybe out of all the people in the world, you're actually the worthy. You lower your head, take a deep breath, and walk up to the stone. That was sarcasm. Find another way to get the sword out quickly. Your hands feel like they're filled with strength, and lightning seems to flash inside you. You're wasting time. I am worthy. What are you mumbling over there? Can't we use a laser or something to cut it out of the stone? I am worthy! What? Your legs lead you forward of their own accord. Your hand grabs the sword's hilt and fits perfectly. It's your sword. All you have to do is pull it out and... Damn it. Your muscles burn, but the sword doesn't move an inch. Can we please find a laser? Try jiggling the sword or yell at the sword. Something rises up in your soul. Despair? Yes, it seems to be despair. Come out! Out! You hell fiend! Come on! Ah! Anger and yelling are a perfect combination, but Excalibur doesn't care. It remains cold, mocking, and motionless. Banning. They're getting desperate. They'll blow up the whole ship. A high-pitched squeal from behind the door drowns out the siren's wail. They remembered that they have an automatic chainsaw, diamond-coated, from page 142. Now we really don't have time. Glaring at the stone, you fumble around. Let's see. Use the rag. Use the metal parts. Or use the pickaxe? The pickaxe seems like the logical choice. What's the rag gonna do? Just give me a better grip? The pickaxe glints in your hands. You wind up and strike the edge of the stone. A big ragged chunk falls to the floor with a crash. That's kind of unfair, but pretty efficient. I need to get that sword out at any cost. Shouting behind the door gets louder. Pickaxe striking sounds. The sword lurches forward. You throw your pickaxe aside and manage to catch it at the last second. There are still bits of stone on the blade, but all in all, Excalibur is free. I'm the king! Polish it with the rag. You're fast. Seems like the stone got pretty worn out over the course of the journey. You try to raise Excalibur triumphantly, but it's too heavy. Besides, the saw's sharp teeth are tearing apart the thick steel door right before your very eyes. Time to get out of here? Time. You grasp the sword with all your strength to get out of here. Hey! Now we need to recite the Excalibur like King Arthur. I didn't vote for you. You don't vote for a king? Well, how'd you become king then? Well, the Lady of the Lake. Put forth her hand. Now sell the sword. Actually, that's literally what we're doing. Did you get the item? Yeah, I got your item. Slide. And yoink. Goodbye. I need to get some sleep now. I am exhausted. Sleep, sleep. Oh. Hello? Etienne, you called. Did something happen? I called you? Yeah, I was away for the weekend, but when I came back, there were 15 missed calls on my machine. I figured something must have happened to you. Dang. Hey, I'm sorry. I don't know what came over me. I apologize for bothering you. Don't worry about it. Well, then, goodbye, I guess? Yes, goodbye. Okay, I don't know what that was. The order has been accepted. You may go. There was no envelope. What envelope? You know, the one with money inside that you usually give me after... Last time you ruined an order that cost me 600,000 pounds sterling. How much? And you think I'm going to pay you for that? Think of it as a compensation for my losses. Hold on, you paid me 1,000 per order. That still leaves you with so much money. That's all I have to say. Hangs up. Where's my money? Oh, there's my bar tab. Moral damages. Okay. Alright, we done? Can we go to bed now? Look, mate, strange women lying in ponds don't determine a form of government. Yeah, there's the words I'm looking for. Supreme executive power is determined by a mandate from the masses, not some farcical aquatic ceremony. Just because she threw a sword at you doesn't make you king. I love that scene. That's one of my favorite parts of that movie. So we didn't get paid for that one, hey Raz. We just kind of got ripped off. That's sad. Why is my room rearranged? Hello? There's a job. I'm ready. Anything else? No. The order's at your door. Sure strange today. Somehow I get there before they run away and I still can't see them. I am unworthy. I need to put this on the desk. Is this my bar tab still, or is this something new? I would like to congratulate you on your purchase of an apartment. You are not the best of renters and were constantly late with payments. However, when you told me you were prepared to purchase the entire apartment, I was overjoyed. I'm delighted that you have a new source of income, since as far as I understand, you no longer write for a living. Seems you made the right choice. Wish you good luck. I bought the whole apartment. What? Oh, we've never been able to get in here. Why is this suddenly open? Huh. Yeah, the whole movie is great, but yeah, some parts are just exceptionally good. If I said I was Lord and Emperor because some lodge took scimitar at me, they'd put me away. Increase damage on the stun or interrupt enemy action. Let's increase the damage. All that smell. What has happened in my apartment here? Not as spacious as I expected. Someone cleaned up the place while I was sleeping? I'm so confused. This new book announcement, this battle will be the last. Ulrich the Giant and Gaston the Decapitator finally meet on the battlefield. Each one has a total faith in his victory, and each one possesses a mighty artifact. Can Excalibur take on the hammer of Thor? Hey, I stole both of those. So they wrote a book about the things I stole. You'll find out for yourself in the latest book from the author behind the bestsellers Sweeping Strike and Sweeping Strike 2. Tig Torf, and may these heroes strike to win. I'm stealing these artifacts and they're writing garbage with them. Alright, this whole place is all sorts of different. Alright, we've got... The contractor agrees to infiltrate Timeless Mansion by Helena Roberty and extract an item, the Cursed Clock. The client agrees to pay the negotiated sum upon fulfillment of the contract. So we're going into the Timeless Mansion. Yeah, we're in first person in the real world, and then we jump into the books, and then we play that other, whatever style that is. Kind of an isometric thing. An excerpt from a review. Fresh and original as always. Nowadays, there really aren't enough authors who are this original and can also release new books so fast. Alright, so we're going to jump in. That's that thing. Second thought, let's not go back to the apartment. It's a silly place. We always have to go back to the apartment. Oof. Finally, I landed on something soft. Ahem. Maybe too soft? Ew. So how did it go? I think successfully nabbing Excalibur really redeemed me in the client's eyes. So now you'll get easier jobs, no more killer robots threatening us? I hope so. We're supposed to find a clock of some sort? That doesn't sound too complicated. Ready to get started? Why don't we start by finding a way into the mansion? I hope the front door isn't locked. What? Hey, it's a cute place. Etienne? Are you okay? Yes. He must recognize it as something. Trash and rags. What the? Someone just ran out. Woman runs past without even glancing at you. I trapped him. I trapped the monster. Run away. Monster? So the jobs didn't get easier. And is she gone? She's gone. I have never seen the movie Tommy Tricker and the Stamp Traveler. No, no. Basement door. Door's locked. So we have to get in through the basement. Basement. Water pipes. Old rusted pipes run along the wall. One of the pipes is dripping. Actually, the water is full on flowing out of it. It's too late to save this pipe. The kid figures out a way to travel by being inside a stamp. That seems great. The steps collapsed under their own weight. Get back here. Let me out. I'll find you and your friends too. Do you really think this cage can stop me? Is this the monster? Who are you? Dang. Etienne? You know him? Etienne? The man's eyes seem to burn through you. You look away, but not before noticing that the man's hands are trembling with anger. I think we should get out of here quickly. Stop right there. Answer me. What did you do with my wife? Hold on, what does this all mean? Yeah, what does this all mean? Yeah, it was alright. It's from 1988. I remember watching it a lot as a kid. And you can watch it on YouTube. Well, I could tell you... I don't know if you know what's happening in this game. Best not to open that door. Okay, so for some reason we know this guy in a book. This is a book... I don't understand what's happening. Door to hall. To the basement. Tools, crowbar parts, boarded up window. Locked door. I haven't thought about it in years. This game reminded me of it. So I guess you know what's happening in this game. Why does that fellow in the basement know you? This book, I wrote it. What? What do you mean? I created this mansion, but I was arrested before I had a chance to finish the book. So how did your client get this book then? But we've only been stealing from books that are on the market. I imagine the rights to it went to my publisher and they decided to have another writer finish it. So that's why the dreadful man in the basement knows you? You created him? Yes, but not like that. It was the story of a generous aristocrat who lived in a beautiful mansion with his wife. You definitely wouldn't catch me writing about a murderer in a blood-soaked basement. Do you think the new author changed a lot? I think so, yes. Who's this Amanda he mentioned? Is she here somewhere too? She's not here anymore. It's better if we talk about that later. This clock wasn't meant to be here either. Let's take a look since it's what we're here for. You see an ancient clock. The steel frame around it's covered in small inscriptions, some of which are impossible to make out. There's something written here. The clock master's lifetime. Something with the time on the clock itself. It's too bad it stopped. I'm guessing we need to bring it back. Oh, bring back a working clock? Etienne? Yes, a working one. You notice 3 huge holes in the mechanism. There are 3 gears missing. We'll have to search the whole mansion. Well, you should know your way around here pretty well since you created all this. Are we at the end of the book? That's right, the plot has ended, and the heroine managed to lock the monster in the basement and escape. Nothing else happens in the plot after this, a happy ending. We need to go back to somewhere on page 150 or so. That's where the mansion will be in the best shape for us to search it. Even the staircase is in ruins right now. I didn't know you could do that, so are we going to jump between pages? Jumping is the easy part. The hard part is landing on the same spot on another page. If I miss or end up between pages, without my powers, it could end badly. Should we risk it? I don't know. Should we risk it? Why does your dude look so weird? So his head is a book, and currently he's in a book. He's an author that's been sentenced to basically not write anymore, and I'm not really sure why. And now he can do book walking, so he can go inside of books. Maybe he could always do it, but he can go inside of books, and he's being told, or he's being commissioned to steal things from books so he can have his sentence basically illegally taken away. He's doing this, he shouldn't be doing this way, but he's doing it this way. We're illegally trying to end our sentence. Because we don't want to work for 30 years to work off our sentence. Should I risk it or should I run around? You open the front door. What? Everything looks weird on. Oh, everything's weird on the phone. This was a room for entertaining guests. Looks like the master of the house became less social, and his definition of entertainment changed too. Pieces of metal. An old dusty parcel is lying on the table, tied tightly with twine. That's all we can do, unless I have pliers. I use pliers to cut twine all the time. Yeah, the game has got some interesting ideas. The gameplay's not all that polished, we could say. So I think we're gonna have to jump. Time's not been kind to the staircase. We really should check the second floor. That's where that monster has his study. Got it. So the gears we're missing might be there. What do we do? I think the easiest way is to prevent the staircase from collapsing in the first place. Since we can move between pages now, you look into the hole and see the outline of the basement room below. That's what we'll do. What? What do you mean that's what we'll do? What does that mean? That's what we'll do. I think it worked. We're on page 120 now. It's a little more pleasant here, don't you think? You don't want to keep doing this, do you? No, I don't. No, but I don't really have a choice. Do you think the client knew this was your book and sent you here on purpose? I don't think he cares either way. Help me, let me out. Who's that? Another victim? Let's go find out. What an awful place. Why do you say that? I think it's quite an adorable mansion. Everywhere I look, I see the crude strokes of the author who twisted all this. But on the other hand, I do understand the publisher's position. Young adult horror certainly sells better than what I imagine you originally wrote as a novel. So adult horror. Why do they have to ruin my book for it? I'll never be able to put things back the way they were. Don't feel discouraged. We'll get your shackles off and you can start a new book. I'm sure the new story and characters you create will be just as wonderful. Fine. Where was that yelling coming from? Crowbar pots. Empty box that smells like tobacco. One of the master's letters is an invitation to a ball hosted at his mansion. So the companion, in the very first mission, we found him, and apparently he's an NPC. Well, he's a character from another book that has been doing this with other walkers. And his walker got killed in a book, and we jumped in, and now we're hanging out. And he's a character from another book, which is kind of weird because he's not supposed to be able to jump books because he's not from the real world. And he mostly doesn't remember what book he came from. He's trying to remember. So he's just a character from another book. It's kind of weird. This is the mansion's master's study. It's so sparse. Apparently whoever rewrote your book didn't know much about creating pleasant settings.
Huh?
I don't think it's all that bad. Was I confusing, Angry? What object is he in? I don't know what that is. That's just what we picked up. He's in that thing, that cage. I don't know what it is. These gears won't fit in the clock. Of course they won't. They're just gears, but they're not the right ones. This whole place is full of gears. Search the desk. Old documents are scattered across the desk. The desk's only drawer is completely empty. There's nothing here. So I need a lockpick. I need pliers. All these gears are useless. Okay. Hey, anybody? Hey, Jonathan, guys. Is anybody there? Help me. Jonathan. The voice is coming from behind those shelves. I hear it. Why can't I move that? Who are you? I'm here to help. Shows you the handcuffs. How did you end up here? My brother and I were looking for something. Jonathan, is he still around here somewhere? Or he's still around here somewhere. Promise me you'll find him. I promise. Thank you. By the way, you haven't seen any gears around here? Big ones for a clock? No, sorry. It's okay. Although when I was searching the study upstairs, I found a secret compartment in the desk, but it was empty. What do you mean searching? Did I say searching? I must have misspoke. I was there earlier, but I didn't find anything. You finished fiddling with the handcuffs and the girl is finally free. Did you check the false bottom in the desk drawer? No. Well, you should. Well, I think it's time to get out of here. I'll take care of your brother. Girl nods briefly. She looks around the room for a second. With barely noticeable disappointment, disappears behind the door. More of your characters? They seem fairly well written. Really bad at lying, though. No, I don't know her. There's nothing of interest on the desk and the drawers. Not in this time, at least. Can we not go in there yet? Oh, I didn't open it up enough. So there's a secret compartment, she said. You notice the bottom of the drawer has a strange edge. You press lightly on the bottom and discover an impressively large secret compartment underneath. This could fit a whole gear. It could if someone had put one in here. Should we check out the desk at another time, since it had to be here at some point? I hope so. That was disappointing. Disappointing. Should we make a lock pick? Where was the lock I needed to pick? I might run, that's true, I might run into the murderer. Kevin's locked tight, pick the lock. Burnt papers, nice. I thought there was another lock somewhere we found. Does anybody remember where that lock was? Was there a lock in here I missed? Lock, 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 lock. Lock, lock. Oh, it was this one. Okay. Let's go find the murderer. It's fine. The only place you can die in this game is in combat. I can also check the front door. I've been setting my stream up. I think I missed that part. Oh. Ooh. You look at the empty cell. The scratches on the floor.
Cheerio.
Change. And chains hanging from the walls make this a frightening place, even without. I wonder where our monster is in this time. I think we're better off not running into him again. It looked like he was ready to kill you right there and then. Do you think the new author made him look like that? No, nothing's changed there. Oh. But he's not supposed to hurt the other characters. And this change in him bothers me. I don't have a crowbar. How would I have a crowbar? I need crowbar. Here's what's ruining the staircase in the future. It looks like there's a water pipe leak. The pipes are indeed leaking badly. The smell of dampness lingers in the air. Examine the small crack in the pipe. You instinctively clench your fist, preparing yourself for the burning pain from your shackles. Use some ink. We need just a little bit. It's not a huge hole. You place a small drop of your ink on the crack in the pipe. The ink slowly takes on the appearance and properties of metal. Come on, faster. You grit your teeth as the pain from your shackles burns you. I think that's it. The crack's gone. Whew. Are you alright? Yeah, it's best not to show what you see to Roderick. You push your sleeve, wet with blood, back into place. We should go check on the staircase in the future. I hope this works. So sometimes you can use your ink to change stuff that's in the book. Alright, I need to be able to make a crowbar. Let's see if I can make a crowbar and then run back there. Do I have enough stuff to make a crowbar? I do! Whoops. Alright, crowbar, it's me and you. Yeah, I really like the ideas in this game. This part of the game is quite wonky. Where was that? Where was the crowbar? Oh, it was here. Pry the boxes. Mushrooms and bread. Delicious. He's in shackles. He's been sentenced to writer's block, is what they call it. And so when I write with the ink in the game, the shackles burn me because I'm not supposed to be writing. Alright, so I think we can travel back to a different time. Hey, look, it worked. The staircase is fixed. Let's go see what's left of the second floor. Old chest of drawers under the rubble from the collapsed building. Use the crowbar, dig it out. Nice, nice. Yeah, me using my ink, it's that purple, pinkish looking bar. That's what you use in fights. So you have to refill it during your fights, or before your fights, or after your fights. You notice the bottom of the drawer has a strange edge. You press lightly, discover secret compartment. Bingo! One of the gears is in there. It's old and rusty, has some kind of demonic face. You put the gear in your pocket. Let's go put it in the clock. And then we'll look for the rest. Also, you have to save that girl's brother, who should be somewhere in the past. So much to do. Too much to do. What time is it? Yeah, we're definitely not finished this game today. A man is standing in the hallway holding a strange walkie-talkie and flipping various levers on it. Maria, come in. The only sound coming from the walkie-talkie is static. The man taps it angrily, as though hitting it will help. I think he's... You notice the man's police hat. The man suddenly turns around, and you see that his face is made of paper. Oh, is this another Bookwalker? Stop right there. Oh! It's the Bookwalker police. A deodorant? Sure. Breathing heavily, measuring you with his eyes. He raises the walkie-talkie to his face. For the record, during a routine patrol, Sergeant Kiko Breitz encountered an unlicensed Bookwalker. To hell with you. He noticed the walkie-talkie still isn't working. How can I help you? State your name, at the very least remove your disguise. Why aren't you saying anything? State your name and I'll note it down as mitigating circumstances. Don't make me use force. My name is Robert Potter. I mean James. Yeah, James Potter, I mean. For the record, the unlicensed Bookwalker refuses to state his name and is lying to the officer. He is also concealing his face behind a mask. Take that off right now. Maybe it's best if we do what he says. If he finds out who I am, he'll find me in reality and that'll be the enemy. And you. I don't know what the problem is, officer. I'm a licensed walker and I'm here by order of my publisher. Oh yeah? Who's this publisher that sends their employees into books that haven't been pulled from stores? Well, we have a special kind of publisher. The man starts striding towards you, unbuttoning his uniform jacket as he approaches. You raise your fists, preparing to defend yourself. It's too bad Maria's not here. She really loves beating up thugs like you. For the record, commencing neutralization. I don't know what disable skill is. That can't be good. Yeah, he was using Harry Potter names, right? James Potter, Harry Potter. Oh, you disabled my strong hit? We definitely don't want to get strong hitted. Oh, that only did 2 damage, you piece of crap. Alright, it's time to start my stream. Have fun. Have a good one, Dick Danza. Thanks for popping in. Angry's tired. Angry's gonna go to sleep. Fine, Maria will deal with you later, thief. The man instantly disappears as though he was never there, but the bruises on your body say otherwise. This is really bad. I can imagine disobeying the writer's police is one thing, but fighting the police? Attacking a police officer plus stealing from a book that is still under license? It's not 30 years, of course. But you could get definitely 5 to 7? So not even close to what you were accused of? What in the world did you do, Etienne? Hold on, you also said you hadn't finished the book when they arrested you. Which means something happened here in this mansion. And it has something to do with the mansion's master and someone named Amanda? How about we get down to business before that policeman gets here with backup? He doesn't want to talk about it, does he? He sure doesn't want to talk about it. Put the first gear into the clock. You hear the furious cries of the mansion's master coming from the basement. You think that will help you, Etienne? You don't even know what the clock does. How did you know we need to find the other 2 gears, but let's speed things up a little. I feel really uncomfortable in this place. I thought you'd be glad to be back in your... No, I'm not. And this isn't my book anymore. They twisted and destroyed everything they could here. I wish I could burn this whole book to ashes. Alright, let's start with that girl's brother. Maybe he knows something. Since, as far as I can tell, they investigated all this already. We didn't see him in the past. Can you jump even earlier? Yeah. But not yet. There was one thing we could do now that we have pliers. You think there's something useful in there? Just junk. Junk's always good. Don't think there was anything else in here, was there? Alright, travel to another time. We already went to 1995, right? So 1990? I don't remember which one. Phew, I guess today's our lucky day. So many jumps and we're still in one piece. Maybe it's because you're so skillful, hmm? Stop it. Hey, sorry, I'm just trying to lighten things up a little. Thanks for trying. There's not even stairs on this side. That's weird. One of his master's letters is charred and it's addressed to his lover Amanda. Planks? Planks are junk. That's what I always say. Planks are junk. What's this? There isn't supposed to be a passageway here. I guess the master is building a secret room? The mansion's master wouldn't tear down this wall himself. He's a well-off aristocrat. His servants should be around here somewhere. It's probably their work. I don't see any servants in this time. Looks like the new author took them out of the plot. Do you think they put them in another book? Of course not. No one in their right mind would take a character out of a book. That breaks one of the most serious writer's laws. They probably just got erased. Whoa. We need to search this place in different times, since there might be a secret passage here. Alright. Who would have thought that giant portrait there might have something behind it? I never would have thought that. They smell like wine. Wait, later. Oh. Hey, Raz is probably asleep. He's so sleepy. He's so sleepy. Oh, wait. Ooh. Can you jump it? You look down through the hole at a dried up thorn bush. How about we look for something to put over the hole, like planks? Let's see. Hope it holds. Into the storage room. Plain writing desk. There's no way it's not important since it was behind bars. You open the only drawer, but it's empty. So if we assume the author rewriting someone else's books isn't particularly intelligent, then it's obvious. You push on the bottom of the drawer and open a secret compartment underneath. Another false bottom. Your thought process is good, but it's still empty. You feel around inside the drawer just in case we don't find anything. Am I missing something? Do I need to check another time again? Maybe we should search the other rooms. We haven't checked them all yet. Okay. Okay. There's a key sticking out of the door. Oh, think we should take that? It might come in handy another time. Cut the rope. Get some heals. I think we're done. Go to another time. Should we go back to 1995? Let's go to 2000. Have we already been to 2000? I think we have. I'm guessing we have. I guess we already had. So that means the only thing to check would be the portrait and then the key. The painting was taken down from rusty metal runners and is now leaning against the wall. You see a door behind the painting, but you won't be able to open it while the painting is in the way. The painting turns out to be extremely heavy. You can't pick it up, but you manage to pull it towards you and move it to the side. Go to the 3rd of October, 1995. That seems like a good time. A charred love letter addressed to Amanda, signed by Etienne Quist. Huh? Huh? That's it. Oh, this is the time we started the whole thing. That's what 2000 is. That means we might be able to unlock this door over here. That one was locked. Right here. Yep. To the parking lot of the Twin Pines Mall at midnight and meet me there. Am I supposed to know the reference? Why don't... I'm so bad. One of the master's letters is an invitation to a meeting with him. Plain writing desk. Find all the letters. There's nothing of interest in the desk or in the drawers, not in this time at least. That's sad. Don't forget the camera. I guess we're gonna go back to 1995, or should I have gone somewhere else? Let's check the painting at this time. Why don't you say something right away? I don't know. Well, we definitely know what's behind the painting. Now, how do I open it? You look behind the painting, see that's mounted on a vertical runner set into the wall. I think it slides upwards. You push gently, the picture slides upward. McFly. Is that 1995? I don't remember a 1995 reference in Back to the Future. Teenage boy standing in the middle of the room, covering his face with his hands in fright. Hey, let's talk. Don't kill me. We're not associated with your kidnapper. Are you Jonathan? Yes. Tries to take a glimpse of you in the light. Well, we kind of are, but not in the way you think. That's a cool mask. I told everyone we should wear masks for the job too, but they just laughed at me. Your sister asked me to find you. Sister? I don't have a sister. Well, that's what she told us. Hold on, was she short, girl, Samantha? She's still here? No, we helped her get out. It was her idea to rob this mansion. She promised us there was a ton of loot inside, but all we found was rotting walls and that psycho. So you're thieves? Not really, we're more like... Well, yeah, we're thieves. Okay, I'm something of a thief too. Whoa. Found his new hero. By the way, have you seen any gears, big ones around here? Gears, no? Are they valuable? Not really. If you check the desk with the secret compartment in the storage room, alrighty, then check the master's study. I think he hit something in both places. We actually already found a gear in the master's study, but nothing in the storage room. He's got this crazy thing set up with a double false bottom. Did you get it open? A double false bottom? Yeah. First you open the false bottom, and then there should be another one under that. We went through all that just for... Alright, time to go back and check out the double false bottom, and quickly. Thanks. He gets up off the floor, glancing around, leaves the room. A familiar dark blue police uniform appears in your peripheral vision. However, the woman in the uniform seems completely calm and collected. Sergeant Maria Glowitz. You're under arrest on suspicion of plagiarism and attacking a police officer. I advise you to stop resisting and come with me. And if I don't, then I'll have no choice but to use force. Well, in that case, I apologize for making you use force. Yeah. Are you just gonna strong hit me the whole time? I don't remember a 1995 reference in Back to the Future. Maybe this is all gonna be strong hits. I gotta stun you then, fine. Easy enough. She's breathing heavily, leaning to the side, but manages to somehow keep her balance. This isn't over thief. The whole police force will come looking for you. Before you can blink, Maria Glowitz disappears from the book. Are you alright? I've been better. You straighten the crumpled papers on your face. I've never been better. Where are we looking? A double false bottom where? Was it in this time? I think it was. Maybe not. The false bottom is sideways inside the drawer. It's empty. We should check the past. I don't know what time I'm in right now. something in 1990s. Gonna be the right one then. Hopefully. Examine the desk more closely. Double faults bottom. It's more clever. I mean, come with the double faults bottom really takes a higher level of thinking. And take out a gear. Nice. One less gear to find. Back to the clock. We gotta do it in 2000. Now we just need to find the third one and the clock should start working again. Etienne, you asked about Amanda, the wife of that maniac in the basement, but there's some things I was able to figure out using my powers of deduction. So you created Amanda and her husband, and the cute little story of their cozy backwoods mansion. And then you and Amanda started to get, well, close. What gives you that idea? Back when we were in the car, you told me you always try to make your characters realistic and well developed. And my guess is that Amanda turned out exactly that way. Your powers of deduction or whatever you said are pretty good. But then you took Amanda somewhere. And that's the part I don't understand yet. Where could you have taken her? There's no trace of her in the book. Wait, you didn't... You took her out of the book? I get it, the things you do for love, but... At the end, you do realize you're not just messing with writer's law, but with more serious laws, human laws. I'm paying the price for that now. You raise your shackled wrists. In any case, we both knew what we were up against and what would happen to us. So that's what they arrested you for? 30 years for what you did? Broke one of the most serious writer's laws, extracted a character who then turned into a real living human? Where's Amanda now? Do you live with her? In the end, we broke up. He wrote himself a girlfriend, liked her so much, took her out of the book illegally, and then she didn't even want him. And then he got 30 years. Despite everything you went through, indeed. So getting back your ability to write is probably the one thing in my life that I can at least try to fix. So that's why you agreed to take on these jobs. Bam. Lose something, Etienne. The mansion's master's holding the final gear. Dang it. So where's Amanda? He's trying, it's hard to stay calm, his head tilted slightly to the right. Where's my wife? The man pauses for a second, tilting his head to the left. I can't be forgetting her. I can't. He starts rubbing his temples furiously. We don't need to bring up Amanda, just let me try and help you. Let me try and rewrite you the way you were before. Are you sure? What about your shackles? Dang, you're right. The man continues to rub his temples, his eyes unfocused. I remember her, with you, and now I can't find her anywhere. He looks at you, his head slowly tilting to the right again. At the same time, his minor attack of confusion passes, and his anger rises up in its place. Bring her back. You stole Amanda from me and left me here alone. Then someone else came. He did something to me. I didn't want to kill anyone. This is a different part. His head tilts to the left again. You notice his clothes are stained with fresh blood. Wait, why do you have... That girl, did he get to her? Gritting his teeth. Clenching his teeth. Damn thugs. I'll never forgive them for what they did to you. You're supposed to be... Bang. The blow hits you in the chest. Oof. At the end, the man tucks the gear away inside his shirt and then he starts cracking his knuckles. Let me try. Maybe I can rewrite at least something in you. Oh, don't worry. He now loosens his shoulders. I don't need help. I certainly enjoy my newfound powers. He clenches his fist tightly. Why is he surrounded in all of that stuff? Oh, shoot. Why was there a miss there? What is... Does he get 2 attacks? I think he gets 2 attacks. Yes, he gets 2 attacks. Alright. I can't shield still. Should I stun him? Sure. But then he gets a strong hit right out because he gets 2 attacks. It's bullcrap. Too late. You can't heal yourself, loser. Is that all you got? The man's injuries start healing before your very eyes. At the same time, you hear the gears in the clock make a clanking sound. It's as though they're trying to start working but can't because the last gear is missing. What the? Remember what I said about the inscription on the clock and how it's connected to its master? I figured that out. While the clock is stopped, nothing can hurt its master. You spot the last gear lying on the floor between you and the reanimated monster. He seems to have fallen out of his shirt while you were fighting. You raise your eyes to the man and he looks back at you with a venomous smirk. Just try. You charge forward, but the instant your hand touches the gear, the man grabs you, and you soon find yourself in a tight chokehold. No luck? Drop down. You drop sharply out of the grip and grab the gear from the floor. Dang it. In an instant, you're standing by the clock. Put it in quickly. Examine the clock first. You look down and aim the gear carefully, and then you hear the sound of a fist flying towards you. The very last second, you settle the gear into the clock and immediately starts ticking. No! The man grabs an empty air in a final attempt to stop you. At the end, he grabs his head as a shudder passes through his body. He begins to age rapidly, and the injuries from his previous fights, not only the one against you, start reappearing all over him. No! He swings his arms helplessly, then starts dissolving into dust. You watch it all happen silently, until there's nothing left of the monster except a pile of ashes. Now what? Nothing. You walk up to the character's ashes, digging around until you find a small crumpled piece of paper. You quickly rip it in two. I've had enough. You pick up the clock and get ready to jump out of the book. What did he rip into? We can talk about all this, Etienne, if you want to talk. Alright. We got less than an hour. I don't know how long the last one is, Angry. I don't know if you're even awake. I'm tempted to just end the game or the stream here. You know what? Should I Google how long is the last chapter? I'm gonna Google that as soon as I dump this off. It might be super short, might be super long, who knows? Did you get the item? Shove it. I don't think anyone's got an answer for how long one chapter is. Something's happening. I'm not controlling this. I can't keep this up anymore. I'm just gonna sleep on the stairs. It's fine. 2 minutes later. What the? Hello. There's an urgent job. I'm not. No, you're taking it. I think I've had enough. I don't want to do this anymore. Etienne, it's your last job. You knew what book that was. And you specifically sent me to steal from it. I'm just the middleman, Etienne. I don't pick the jobs. I don't care. You can take your job and go to hell. Calm down and listen to me. Finishing these jobs is your only chance at getting your abilities back. I know you know this. You can't work off the sentence. 30 years is just an impossible amount. Your publisher betrayed you. Your lover left you. It's time to take back what you're owed. How do you... Etienne, you're only a single step away from freedom. Fine. Excellent, excellent. The order is at your door.
It's easier to get a new one.
Shield, increased shield duration, or it heals? Let's try heal. I can't even interact with anyone. Oh, this is finally open. The fridge needs to be defrosted. Do not turn it on. I don't have time to deal with someone else's dishes. This is the smallest kitchen on the planet. Hey Raz, is your kitchen better than this? Let's check if there's... Was I supposed to be able to get in this at some point? Because now the police tape is gone. Alright, so we've got the Heart of Sand. Contractor agrees to infiltrate Heart of Sand by Samantha Muri and extract an item. The weather controller, the client, agrees to pay the negotiated sum upon fulfillment of the contract. And so I was expecting a significant emphasis on classism, on the difference between the lives of people in the upper district and the train-dwelling nomads. However, in writing the upper district as a sort of retirement home rather than upper-class sector, the author avoids these themes, which I found immensely disappointing. I don't feel like it's a good idea to start this. Everything says I should have the game done in about 7 hours, which, if I play the rest of this, I should finish it in 7 hours. But I don't want to get near the end and have to just shut it down and have a tiny little finish of the Bookwalker. No one's telling me how long. Well, I think, Angry, since you're tired, I don't want to get stuck with just a few minutes to finish on the next stream to finish this game. I think we'll call it here. We can either raid Dick Danza or... I'm the only one playing this. Alright, we could raid Dick Danza. Although, both me and you will both just drop out immediately. You're gonna go to sleep, I'm gonna eat dinner. I guess it's early, it's not quite dinner time yet, but... Either way, see you tomorrow, or see you Friday, or both. How do I get out of this game? Main menu.